All right. It looks like we are live. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? We got in the live chat right now. Let's see. We got Jester, how you doing? Stitch, my main man. Virgil, how you doing, bro? Sigma, you in here too? That's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Caleb Roberts, Jed Rippy, Airsoft Lover. Sorry, I can't make it to this one, but Airsoft rules. No worries. Of course, yes, it does. Who we got right now? Darktree, what's going on, man? Hello, 0113, what's going on, dude? Kevin, how you doing, man? Darktree, my man. Dude, we missed you on Sunday, man. Darktree, I hope everything worked out with whatever you had planned, man. But, yeah, no, we definitely missed you out there on Darktree. I was really sad. I was like, man, he didn't show up. But how is everyone doing? If you guys can, let me know how the audio is coming in. I want to make sure that we are nice and crispy in terms of our audio. And also, you guys can actually see what the video is coming out as well. So just let me know how much, or if anything needs to be adjusted volume-wise or anything. Just let me know. Casper, what's going on, bro? Manuel Chief Torres, what's going on, dude? Good. Got a lot of familiar faces. Battle Buddy. Is today the lucky draw? Today is not the giveaway date. That is going to be hosted every Thursday. However, definitely want to stay tuned for some good opportunities here, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, in about like 3 more minutes, we'll officially begin the live stream and start. We'll go over the promos. We'll start going over some new stuff I want to go over with you guys, in addition to answering, of course, all your lovely questions. Darktree, don't even worry. Do not apologize, bro. No apology needed, dude. You take care of what you got to take care of, bro. We always have next time. We always got next time. She could have made it. Like, I will say, food was fire. I will say, the food was fire. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I am a fantastic chef. Casper, like it smell. Thank you so much. Fidel, you in here? You sound Gucci? Good. Thank you. All right, we should. Darwin's Arbiter, how you doing, bruh? Jimmy L, how do I qualify? Just make an order? Absolutely, Jimmy L. So I'll definitely go more in detail later, but to give you a summation, any $20 you order placed, or any $20 order placed through Airsoft GI, whether that be in-store or online right now, bear in mind the showroom and custom showroom and lounge of the store is actually closed right now. We close at 5:30 on the weekdays. But any order you place for today, you know, this is only going to be a today thing. We'll get you 3 entries into the shopping spree. That's anything $20 or up, right? But again, during this live stream only, during the time frame of this live stream, we got some promos for you guys to take advantage of. 2 more minutes, and then we'll officially begin. All right. We'll officially begin in like 2 more minutes, guys. Stand by. Let's see here. Order. Let's see, just type this in. See here, almost there, like 1 more minute, like a few more seconds. You too. Okay, that should be about it. All right, guys, now it is 3:35. Welcome to another episode of the No Flight List live stream. My name is Isaias. I'm going to be your host for today's live stream. First of all, I want to give a big thank you to everyone that showed up to today's live stream. A big thank you to all of you guys It means the world to us that you guys choose to spend your free time hanging out, not just with the Mayo Gang, but with myself as well. It actually means the world to me. However, again, right now, if you want to go, if you didn't see the title of the live stream itself, this is indeed a Q&A live stream. So if any of you guys have any Airsoft related questions, make sure to go ahead and let me know in the live chat. Make sure to let me know in the live chat. In the live chat, not the comment section. I can't see the comment section. Live chat only. Also helps if you put the letter Q right in front of your question. Really helps me identify it. You are more than welcome to ask your question more than once. However, if it becomes more than that, then it's just spamming. Be patient. I will try my best to get to everyone as soon as I possibly can. I try to give everyone fair amount of attention when it comes to their questions. If you guys are looking to get any sort of information regarding a certain product, for example, if you guys are maybe on the fence about something, you're not too sure where to get started or looking for recommendations, bear in mind I've been playing for about 14 years, and while I don't profess to be any sort of expert in any one field, I definitely know a couple things here and there when it comes to Airsoft, right? And I have been working for Airsoft GI for what is about to be 7 years now, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask, especially if you are a newer player. If there are any newer viewers out there, first of all, welcome. Want to let you guys know that you are more than welcome in this live stream. Make sure to go ahead and ask your question away. Again, if you're looking like, hey, I want to get started in Airsoft, what do you think about this gun? Or what would you recommend for this? What would you recommend for that? I can definitely go ahead and help you guys out. Now, as per usual, I like to go ahead and throw in a promo. You guys really seem to like the last promos that we were doing. So we're going to go ahead and bring it back for you guys because you guys asked for it. You guys DM'd us, actually, let us know that you guys wanted more of it. This is going to be the 5 entries per every $50 spent during this live stream, right? So what that means is you can go ahead and place any order in Airsoft Jet. Remember, in order to qualify for our shopping spree giveaway, which is at $1,800 right now, by the way, you guys can win that, and all you got to do is place a $20 or greater order, right? Today only, for today only, every $20 plus order made is going to be getting you 3 entries into the shopping spree. That's a today thing only. That started earlier today, and it's going to be ending as soon as today's over. However, during the time frame of this live stream, again, the deadline is going to be, I'm going to type it in right here for you guys. Deadline is going to be 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? It's exactly 2 hours to go ahead and go through this live stream, right? At the end of these 2 hours at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is going to be the end of this specific promo right here, right? Any order that, again, every $50 you spent on that order will be getting you 5 extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So, for example, let's say your order was, give an example, right? $55. You'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. If your order was able to, say, meet up to $100 or just a little bit above, you'll be getting 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. If your orders, say, reached about 150 or a little bit above, that's 15, and so on and so forth. Think multiples of 50, right, if you will. Once you hit that $50 mark, you'll be getting that many more entries into the shopping spree giveaway. This was a banger for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys took advantage of it last time. The guys that did, you guys were smart. That was a banging promo, right? And we have plenty of stuff that's available right now. We have a lot of new products. This is absolutely the best time to go ahead and get your stuff, right? Even if you were thinking about getting a mystery box, we only have a few left of the premium Bigger Wins YouTube Unboxing mystery box. Remember, $289.99. Automatic free shipping, right? That should already grab your attention. You're automatically entered into the bonus raffles that we offer for this as well. In addition, we grant requests in these mystery boxes as well. Both the premium and the regular are available, but we only have a very limited amount for each left. So make sure you place your orders now while you can. You'll be getting that many more entries into the shopping spree giveaway. I'm just saying, right? Not only that, we have a ton of items that are available for sale right now as well. Plenty of shocker deals. These are some absolutely insane deals, right? We're talking G&G, we're talking VFC, we're talking LCT, Classic Army, Tokyo Marui. Absolutely insane. Do not miss your opportunity and jump on this while you can. Remember, the promos are right here. Any $20 plus order, you'll get in 3 entries. But if you're smart, you're going to take advantage of this one right here. Right here. This is the big one. This is the one you want to go ahead and take advantage of. Again, this is all to give back to you guys, a community that's been supporting us for 20 years, and it's going to continue supporting us for 20 years because, again, you know that we're the guys that are going to treat you right. So make sure that you place your orders now and get as many entries in that shopping spree giveaway. Again, $1,800 could be yours. My upper lip is sweating like crazy. I do apologize. It is very hot in this house, even with the AC on. But without further ado, why don't we go ahead and start answering some questions. And if you haven't already, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on this live stream and share it around with as many people as you possibly can. Really helps us out, beat that YouTube algorithm, because YouTube really does not like anything Airsoft content related. So any and all support is greatly appreciated. Make sure to go ahead and place your orders, get your entries in, and let's start answering some questions. And again, if you guys know anyone at all remotely interested in Airsoft, or you want to let them know what Airsoft maybe is if they're not really too sure, share with them this live stream and I will help you guys out. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Of course. All right, but let's keep going through. Make sure it keeps scrolling through. Gesture, I'm gonna write Cisco a nice note, and if he's being generous, of course. Okay, this one comes from Kevin. What do you recommend for a second AG? I'm looking for a better gun than my combat machine. My budget is around 350. I was looking at the SEMA Plat or the Assailant, my gun, freaking Specna Arms Edge 2.0. What do you think? Okay, so between the two, I mean, if you really want the SEMA Platinum, then sure. But here's the thing. You're going to end up, so I almost guaranteed, you're going to end up swapping out the ETU anyway, the MOSFET that comes included with it, because those things burn out way too quickly. It's just a known fact at this point, Kevin. And while, again, it may seem nice, some versions, I personally wouldn't really go for it. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. If it was, like, significantly cheaper, and I do mean significant, like, then maybe. But honestly, at the end of the day, if you were looking for like something around the 350 budget, maybe even a little less, but was going to give you a lot of options in terms of gameplay and just a lot in terms of reliability and even customization later on, then I would honestly suggest go for any one of the Mayo Gang MGC4s, right? They're OEM by Lancer Tactical, but we oversaw the development of these bad boys, so we got to handpick what parts actually went into this, right? Steel wire cut gear set. This is going to be using a pretty fast high torque gear set. It's kind of like a balance motor, honestly. It has like enough torque, but it still rotates pretty dang fast, so you are getting a pretty quick rate of fire. Even though the gear set is only 18-to-1s, it shoots faster than some like builds that are using 16-to-1s because it's also been shimmed very well. You are getting a rotary style hop chamber, a quick change spring system, and a 603 Type bore inner barrel, right? Now, as is, you don't have to do anything. Right, you are set. This gun is like considered way more than competitive, right? This is absolutely a banging airsoft gun. It is still using a version 2 gearbox. It does actually have the Nebula MOSFET pre-installed, so you get a little bit of programmability already inside of the gun, right? So you can program it to shoot 3-round bursts, 4-round bursts, 5-round if you wanted to. But it also comes included with a binary function. So you pull the trigger once, it shoots, let go again, and it'll shoot again, right? It is an absolutely amazing airsoft gun, and I highly recommend you go and pick one of these up. If that was your budget, Kevin, you cannot go wrong with this. Like, seriously, compared to other high-end guns around the same budget, I consider $300+ airsoft guns high-end. That's how my brain works, right? I think we can all, for the most part, kind of agree. At that price point, you would expect the gun to service you very well. It would expect to offer a lot of features, right? You're not just paying for a name. This is going to offer probably the best value out of any high-end airsoft gun. The only gun that comes close to it is going to be the Zion Arms R15, but personally, I'm a huge fan of the MGC4 Mark II, and I highly recommend you pick one of these bad boys up, right? Not only that, right, you pick up one of these bad boys, and I believe that should get you, what, like 30 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, if I'm not mistaken? 30 entries in the shopping spree giveaway? Yeah. It should be getting you, like, 30 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Like, freaking 30 chances of winning. $1,800 could be yours, and all you did was order this gun. Absolutely freaking worth it, dude. Let's keep scrolling up. Fidel, how do you stay so fit? Multivitamins, shakes, just going to the gym every single day, and then intermittent fasting as well. I eat a lot, believe it or not, Fidel. Like, I don't know if you remember, but we went to that knockoff K barbecue place after BB Wars. Dude, I ate a lot. I eat a lot, but I just can't allow myself to eat as much. I have to burn more than what I'm actually eating, so it is what it is. But it seems to work. Ooh, Cool Cow, what high kappa sight do you recommend? Now, Cool Cow, bear in mind, I'm not the biggest proponent of high kappa sights in general, right? Like, as far as using like little like micro red dot sight on your high kappa, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I actually prefer using iron sights, but I do see the appeal of it, Cool Cow. If you want it, there are a plethora of different small little optics here. There are a plethora of different like pistol sights kind of that exist out there, like little micro red dot sights. One of my favorite I actually showed this off on stream a little while ago. These new Atlas Custom Works X4 solar powered ones. These are cool. These are really cool, and I've gotten to feel these. Like, we've actually been selling quite a few of these in the storefront. These are dope. Don't worry, you're not stuck with this mount. It comes with the different plate as well, so just keep that in mind. You have options as well. Kill flash. And of course, right, these little solar panel up on top, so it's constantly powering the battery. It's pretty damn cool. It's a good quality too. Atlas Custom Works has been coming out with some really, really dope products. But again, there's plenty of options that we have on our website. It's all going to be a matter of individual preference. There's actually even some high kappas we sell now from Raven and Vorse, which are literally the same company. Don't know why they wanted to differentiate, but whatever. That will actually come included with sights already on them, right? They'll come with a little red dot already pre-installed, right? Like, take a look at this one. This Raven Airsoft 4.3, it already comes included with that optic already on there. We didn't do anything to it. Like, that's how it comes stock, right? So, pretty damn cool. I'm going to try to grab a 20th box on Thursday with hopes that I get the PP19 carbine. Best of luck, House of Gesture. Best of luck. Casper, is your hair soft and silky? I wish it was. I wish it was a little bit softer. Sometimes it can be a little coarse, just because I got really, really thick hair. Jeremy Wilson, it's not work if you love what you do. No, I absolutely do agree to that to an extent, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like, I love my job, but, I mean, hey, like, I can definitely say I bust ass at my job every single day, right? So it is still work, but it definitely could be, like, a lot worse, obviously, if you're, like, thinking about, like, just an absolute soul-crushing job, right? I do think how fortunate I am that I get to go into work, and, again, I get to just work in an industry which I love and is always fascinating to me, right? Darktree, I wonder if I should make a purchase tonight. I mean, I ain't gonna force you, Darktree, but, again, the promo's there, buddy. The promo is there. Like, the opportunities are there. And, again, guys, every $50 that you spend per order, you're going to be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 5 chances of winning $1,800 per every $50 you spend, right? So again, maybe if you just want to go in and get to the 50 mark, right? You're not too sure what to get a gift voucher, right? That'll get you those 5 entries, right? We're all airsofters. We all need BBs. We all need green gas. We all need the bare essentials to get us by. So might as well go ahead and shop with the guys who are going to reward you the best with a chance of winning, with 5 chances of winning $1,800. Place your orders now while you still can. Okay, this one goes from Andre Gustavo Caesar. Asks, how relevant are bipods on DMR AEG builds? Are they just for looks, or they help in comfort and accuracy? They can help, Andre. It really depends on how you're using the gun, right? If you're laying prone, right? If you're in a field that you can actually lay prone, you can get a good position, then yeah, it can definitely help. Will I say it will be like a night and day difference? I don't really know, honestly. I don't really think so. But again, that's from my personal experience. I'm definitely a lot more mobile as a player. I'm not as stationary as I probably should be, but that's just my playstyle, right? And even when I use DMRs, right, I'm a little bit more aggressive with them. I try to move up as much as I can because I try to cover as much ground as I can for the rest of my team, right? I don't want to be stuck back, per se for me. That's just, again, but that's just how I play. Now, if you were to start using a bipod, I would probably suggest maybe recommend like lying prone, or if you want it to be a little more aggressive, you actually still can use a bipod. People will use them as barricade stops, right? One of our old head techs would run a bipod on all of his DMR builds, and I've seen a couple guys follow the same sort of like philosophy when it came to bipods. They would literally press their rifle up against like a wall, right? They were leaning, but the bipod leg would actually be posted up. It would be kicking up against or pressing up against a wall or a door frame, and that's what they would use as a barricade stop to kind of hold it in place, right? And it was act a little bit more stable. They could do it one-handed if they wanted to, right? Sort of relieve the tension off of one arm. I think that's pretty cool. I genuinely think that's actually a pretty cool methodology when using bipods, especially if you want to be a little bit more, I'd say, mobile. Okay, let's keep scrolling up. For every 50, DJ, what happened to the 5 for every 50 promo? It's right here, buddy. DJ, it's right here, buddy. It is right here. It is absolutely right here. Here for you guys to take advantage of. Remember, every $50 spent, that's 5 chances, right? 5 chances of winning $1,800 all for yourself. Don't miss out, guys. You got to place your orders. I don't think we're getting too many people. Not too many people want to go and take advantage of it. I guess maybe that many people don't want to go ahead and win $1,800. Big sad. Andy Harris, hey Isaias, any word on the new Vorse VMP-1X gas blowback SMG? Andy, I haven't heard any word on it as of yet. As soon as our distributors are able to get it, you can bet your ass we're going to go ahead and be bringing those in. You can bet 100%. Okay, I want to go ahead and give a shout out, looks like, to Virgil got themselves 20 entries into the shopping spree, and James Wang got themselves 45 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. James Wang and Virgil. You guys have the highest odds right now of winning the shopping spree giveaway. But guys, you can be too. You can be the next big winner of the $1,800 shopping spree giveaway, and all you got to do is place your orders. The promos are right there for you guys to take advantage. Do not miss your chance. And remember, any order less than $50, right? Because again, all you need to do to be entered into the giveaway in the first place is place a $20 or greater order. But for today only, and literally by today, like today only, as soon as it turns 12 a.m., that's it. Like, deal's done, right? Every $20 or every $20 plus order will be getting 3 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. But again, for this live stream only, from when we began the live stream at 7:30 to the deadline of 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you have this promo to take advantage of. This one, I'm pointing it right here. This one, don't miss out. Don't miss out, guys. Come on. Okay, order my new BB Gat on the 17th. Do I still get entries, or has my time passed? Let's see. On the 17th, it depends on what time you place the order at, because the 17th was on a Thursday. If it was after 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on that Thursday, actually, no, wait, 17th. What the fuck am I thinking? No, my apologies. No, unfortunately not, Jimmy L. We do it by every week. So the initial point of entry for this current live stream was the 24th. 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Any orders placed 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on that Thursday, last Thursday, placed afterwards up until now, up until the next, this coming Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. Those are the only orders that will be entered into this giveaway. So if you want to go ahead and get, entries into this giveaway and win $1,800 potentially, you definitely got to go and place your orders tonight. All right, let's see here. Okay, screw. How are you this afternoon, Bees Aquatic Adventures? Hey, what's going on, man? I recognize your name. I'm doing good today. It is very hot. It is very, very hot in my house right now. But, I got the AC going, and I'm happy to be live streaming with all you guys right here. Let's keep scrolling down the most recent questions. Holy shit. Okay, this one comes to... Sorry. Just moving real fast. Okay, Jimmy L asks, any recommendations on eyewear for players who wear prescription glasses? Oof. Okay, Jimmy, it's going to be a little tough. I don't have too much first-hand experience because I do not wear prescription lenses. However, it's ultimately going to come down to the actual frame of the glasses you are using, right? And also just generally your head shape too, how big of a head you have, how it fits your head. That's going to be a huge factor because not everyone's head/face is going to be the same. Like, we all have kind of slightly different head shapes, right? Usually, if your frames are a little bit smaller, maybe a little thinner, right? Maybe not something like as big, like almost like freaking Wayfair size frames. What I would normally suggest in terms of eyewear would be something like one of these, right? It doesn't have to be this one exactly, but something along the lines of like Aero goggles like this, right? This is just an example, right? Just as an example. Anything that follows this general profile will typically have pretty good results from what I've seen with people who wear prescription glasses, right? Unfortunately, it's not going to be a guarantee. There are such thing called RX inserts, right, where it's basically a rubber gasket, which you can, again, have an optometrist fill out and put in prescription lenses in there so you can pop them inside of your goggles, but they can be pretty pricey. A few guys that I know do have that, but not too many companies operate. And it's not like they're interchangeable from what I remember. Like, you have to go with that specific brand of goggles. So that's another thing to look up, like inserts for it. Another thing you can also do would also just be wear like a full paintball style mask, like, and I mean like a nice high-end one. We're talking like a dye mask. Now, when it comes to dye masks, for example, they are going to be pricey. Let's get that out of the way, right? Let's put full disclosure. They're going to be very pricey, right? Even for like the i4, right? And just solid black. It is going to be a pricier option, but it's, even though it's not guaranteed, it's basically never going to fog on. You have to like put it through some intense situations and circumstances in order for this bad boy to fog, right? A lot of guys that I know that actually play both indoor and outdoor and also have prescription glasses will also go this route as well, and they say it's pretty damn good. It can be a little hot sometimes, especially outdoors, but it gets the job done for sure, right? I want to go and give a shout out to Ronald, got themselves 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Again, guys, the promo is right there. It is right there for you guys to go ahead and take advantage. It's ready for you guys to go ahead and just abuse. We want you to. We want to give back to you guys and give you guys as many chances of winning $1,800 all for yourselves. That can be yours. That can absolutely be yours. But you got to place your orders. All right, don't miss out. But yeah, that would be one that another option that I would also recommend if you really don't want to go like the contact lens option. That's the other option that I would say, and a lot of guys are gonna say, and it's true, yeah, that is an option, but I can also understand that might be a little bit of money. Depends on what sort of like plan or maybe insurance if they can even cover that for you. If not, I can definitely understand why maybe that wouldn't be an option or it's just uncomfortable. But that would be the most convenient. So those are the options that you have, unfortunately. I know it sucks. I'm sorry, dude. Kevin asks, what do you think of the Specna Arms Edge 2.0? I think they're dope. You know what? Let's look up Specna Arms Edge 2.0. Right, there's a couple different models within the Edge 2.0 series, right? But I mean, whichever one you go with, like, let's just go with this one, the RRA SC14. I just think that one looks the coolest. I like the two-tone look of this. Ooh, excuse me. Rail system's sick. Yeah, it's dope. It is a little pricey, I won't lie, $399, but, I'm just saying, now is definitely the time to go and order one for yourself. At the end of the day, this is basically just going to end up being the cousin of Lancer Tabs, because if you didn't know, Kevin, Specna Arms and Lancer literally come from the exact same factory. Like, you can ask anyone in the chat, anyone that's been playing for a while, yeah, they're basically cousins, right? They're basically cousins at this point. They're coming from the exact same factory, right? Personally, for that much, I would rather go for a Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II, but hey, you want the Edge 2.0? You think that looks absolutely badass? Dude, by all means, go for it. I would highly recommend you pick it up during tonight's stream. Again, before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because again, this promo is only going to last for then, right? Remember, any order, $50, every $50 spent on that, you get 5 entries. That's 7. That's 35. That's 35 entries in the I had to do quick math. That's 35 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 35 chances of winning $1,800. Yeah, absolutely worth it. You gotta hop on it. All right, this is absolutely the time to go ahead and do it, Kevin. Casper, I am practicing fiscal responsibility until tomorrow. No, I do understand that, but again, I'm also not doing that promo tomorrow, so I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the live stream and share it around with as many people as you possibly can. Again, if I can help out more people out there, right, who are maybe kind of struggling with making a decision whether or not they should jump on something, and again, maybe they want to win a giveaway, they want to go ahead and enter into something really, really cool while still getting all their amazing products that they order, this is definitely the place to hit up. This is definitely the place to go. Again, Virgil right now, he's in the chat right now. If you got the guy that I mentioned earlier who had 20 chances of winning, he got himself 20 entries, he's in the chat, right? Again, you can ask him, but again, he has one of the highest odds of winning the shopping spree giveaway right now. Again, he has 20 chances of winning $1,800. You can be just like him. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling through. Jimmy L, how often do you guys restock on the... Sorry, my screen's very far away. RC2 mock style suppressors. Restocks can typically depend on the manufacturer of the item that it actually is. However, we do have a notify me button so when the item comes back in stock, you'll get emailed when it actually does arrive back in stock. As soon as our distributors are able to get it, we can go ahead and get it as well. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So many OG regulars on tonight. Absolutely, I do love it when the regulars come on. But again, I want to also see if we can get new people. All my regulars out there, if you guys know anyone, maybe if you guys have any younger cousins or younger siblings or friends that might at all be interested, or you're trying to hint them into getting into this amazing hobby, definitely let them know to swing our way. Answered that one. Okay, I think. Okay, the Virgil say just got a third mystery box. In 3 days, what's going on? Okay, entries made ETA for the tri-state area. Let's see, if you just ordered the mystery box today, I think within a few business days, it honestly should ship out. Yeah, I think it should be a few business days before it ships out if you just ordered it. But as far as exact ETA, I think that ultimately depends too on the shipping method you select too. UPS ground is going to be, not the worst in the world, but it definitely can get to, I believe, maybe if I had to give an ETA, maybe by early next week, potentially mid next week, potentially. Again, it's not a guarantee. Just spitballing here. I'd have to take a look at the order. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Drunken Bass. I haven't played Airsoft in years. I've only ever been to an Airsoft event once. Never really got a legit setup. What's the best beginner package? Might eventually get the $175 mystery box. This one comes from Drunken Bass. Drunken Bass, that is a very good question. And welcome to the stream. I haven't seen your name before. If you're a regular viewer, then awesome. But I think you are new, so welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend. As far as any sort of like package, there are a few combos that we actually do offer online. But it ultimately depends on the budget you also have as well, right? Normally, for a lot of newer players, typically what I suggest, getting started in Airsoft, for the gun only, I would say anywhere from like 150 to about 250. And that'll give you plenty of options to play around with, right? But if you want to take a look at some combos that we offer as well, you know, we do offer quite a bit of things, anything from like pre-accessorized Airsoft guns, right? So maybe some internal parts already pre-installed, like our Performance Plus packages that we offer. If you wanted to pick up like a primary and a secondary, we offer options like that as well. It really does depend on what you are kind of looking for, right? Normally, what I would suggest is kind of figure out what kind of budget you're working with and then go from there. Normally, for a, you know, if you've never had an Airsoft gun, period, I would say maybe start off with the Airsoft gun, maybe start doing some research. But personally, what I like to recommend, honestly, is starting off with like something like a Lance Tactical Gen 2, right? Start off with a Lance Tactical Gen 2, a Specna Arms either Flex or Core series, right? Any one of those. Here, let's type that in for you. Where'd it go? There you go. Waiting for this internet. It's friggin' slow as ass. In the meantime, we'll just like information regarding the platform itself, right? So it's not something super obscure. If you want to go that route, dude, by all means, you can. But again, if you want to like be a little bit more competitive or just start playing longer periods and have a better experience overall, generally, I would say, you know, going this route would be the best, right? Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? I know a better way to do this. Let's go AEG. Let's go Lancer Tactical. AEGs. Let's go low to high. There we go. Low to high. I would say start off with like maybe something like a standard Gen 2, right? You don't have to go with this exact model. I'm just pulling this up just to show you an example of what you can get, right? Let's take one of these. Sure, right? Goes for $159. For $159, you are getting a polymer receiver set, you are getting a standard version 2 gearbox, but it is a quick change spring system, meaning that if you weren't really decided between playing indoors, outdoor, you have your options, because it's a very easy system to work with. You can very easily swap out your spring, which will, again, determine what FPS you're really working with. It's one of the main contributing factors outside of air compression, but either way, you will be getting a battery and charger. Now, it's not the best battery and charger in the world, mind you, but it's definitely more than enough to get you started. It's a 9.6 nickel metal hydrate battery and a basic wall charger, right? In addition to a high-capacity magazine. At the end of the day, that is pretty much all you really need to get out and play, right? You have a battery, you have a charger, you have an airsoft gun, you have a magazine, and it's a high-cap magazine, and you're holding like 350 rounds. Like, you can definitely do some damage with that, right? At that point, all you would need is a face mask and some BBs, right? At the end of the day, that is pretty much all you're going to need, right? But to just get you started, this would be an option that I would consider in pretty much any of the standard Gen 2 models. And you know it's a standard Gen 2 because it'll come included with the battery and charger, right? Again, there are plenty of options you can go with as well. You don't have to go with that one. Again, there's colorways as well that you can go out and select from. It ultimately depends, again, too, on your budget that you have, right? One of my personal favorites to recommend is always going to be one of these, right? Just because, again, I feel like they're super simple. I like the Mark 18 Mod Zero look, shorter barrel, but it's still good for outdoor. That's just a personal preference, right? Really, really depends on what you like and what you're looking for. I want to go and give a shout out to Arbiter. Looks like he got themselves 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. My man, right? And then again, there's other brands you can go with as well, right? Specna Arms, right? These are essentially going to be the same guns coming out of the exact same factory. So they're basically the same gun, right? But, you know, just so you know that you do get some options as well. There are plenty of other alternatives that exist as well, right? If you wanted to go with one of these, absolutely you can as well, right? These, however, will not come included with a battery and charger. But since they're essentially using the same gearbox, right, they basically are, right? It's still going to be quick change. They're going to come included actually with the low power spring. It's an M90 spring. So as is right now, you're shooting like outdoor FPS, like above 350. But swap out the spring, you can be playing indoors as well. That is a very, very cool option. Very, very cool indeed. Again, it ultimately depends on what your budget really is, man. That's going to be the biggest determining factor. But just to give you an idea as to like price point where you're kind of looking at right now. Oh, man. It is freaking hot right now. I'm Jeremy Wilson. I can vouch for Lance Tactical. The Gen 2s are solid and Gen 3s are similar. ORTDs and 11-1 ready. MDC4 is top tier for mid-tier price. It's awesome. For me personally, I always kind of considered that high tier Jeremy Wilson, but no, absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth, brother. Right out of my mouth. Okay. Okay, I want to go ahead and let's see here. I want to go and give the boss man a call right now. He actually wants to go ahead and give us a call real quick. Let's see. Let's go under. I wanted to show. Let's see here. Let me give him a call. Let me lower the volume on this bad boy. Just go ahead and go here. Okay, giving the boss man a call. He wants to chime in right now.
Isaiah,
Yep.
I know you answered Kevin's question already.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to interject a little bit.
Sure.
Can you show the
It's on screen.
for MK2?
Yeah, it's on screen.
So, this is my take on it. I know Isaiah is a lot more shy about talking about MK2 than Cisco, in a way.
Not really.
Cisco's always, you know, blah 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 about how he loves the MK2 and all that kind of stuff. And same thing, I love the MK2. Why? First of all, the gun is very stylish. I would say it's better than any, mark my word down,
Okay.
any current existing Specna arms, Lancers, and a lot more, you know, mid to higher end guns. This is the best looking gun. By far. That's my opinion. Because I love how the rail it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so crazy. It's to the point. It's very clean. The barrel length is great because it's at 12.5. It's a little bit longer than, you know, what people are gaming with, which is a 10.5 barrel. A lot of them are like that. So you do gain more, you know, range on the gun. The gun comes the stock gun on this gun pretty much comes with a lot upgrade part in a way when you talk about the stock form. First of all, the gear sets are already still wire cut gear sets.
That's not standard.
Yeah, that's not standard. You know, like for example, for Classic Army, most of their metal gun, most of their pro lines don't even run the wire cut gear set, except the Nemesis. But the Nemesis costs more. I believe ours is approximately $15 cheaper than the cheapest Nemesis. Crytek don't have steel gear sets.
No, they don't.
KW don't. G&G for certain don't. So there you go. Number one, the gear sets. The full metal T-Frac, I think some do have that. Not all of them. Not all the high-end factory manufacturers.
Oh hell no, yeah. Not most. But, I would say most of them actually don't even have full metal rack pistons.
I know, but you know, like for example, Classic Army Nemesis, they do have it. So the ETU, it has one of the easiest to program. You don't need a Bluetooth. You don't need anything. You don't need an app.
It's all to the trigger.
It's all to the trigger. Okay? It's very easy. And I'll tell you something that we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. Most of those functions, people don't use anyway.
Fair. That's fair.
Most of the functions. That's why even for beginners, when they ask like Lancer Gen 3, like, is it a good gun? It is a good gun, but you really don't need that additional, you know, how should I put this, computing power.
That extra function, those extra features, it's all gravy.
Yeah. So, in a way, the way I see it is the Specnars do have the Esther, but it's more of a name. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's from the same manufacturer. The same manufacturer make their own chip too. And they're not that bad. Okay? Matter of fact, Novice uses the same chip. I mean, similar chip, but different functions, different way to count the cycles. So, the way I see it, at $315, you can't beat MK2.
No.
It's nice looking. It has a lot more to offer internally. The Edge 2.0 is almost at $400. Yes, it's probably the cheapest Gate Ester built gun because I believe VFC is around $400 or $500. Okay, but do you really need? I do believe Ester offers just a tiny bit more programming power than the Nebula one.
But like you said, right? Like at the end of the day, are all those like extra functions, is all that like stuff actually like necessary for a game or make the gun better? I don't really know. I don't really think so personally.
Right, and this is kind of proven too. The Umbrella Armory tech actually impressed about when we dropped the brushless motor into the MK2 without doing anything, and it was holding on 33 BBs per second.
Something like, I think it was a little more, but
gear sets.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I think, yeah, it was pretty impressive.
So that's impressive. Okay, we as Airsoft GI, we have to push what we commissioned and built.
Of course.
So I believe that is one of the best gun. Earlier, I think James took advantage of it. He bought a combo with the bronze rail.
Hey.
I believe he got 40-something inches, 45 inches.
Yeah.
So maybe he's going to get that gun for free, literally.
He's going to get them all back.
Okay. So, Kevin, if you want to, if you're new, it seems like you're new, you may or may not need all the few more additional trinkets from the Ester. For sure, you probably don't need whatever involved with the gate type. So there you go. I hope everybody can. I'm pretty sure a lot of mods in the chat, they can vouch for what I just said, and I believe a lot of them already has it and they loved it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna run into the problem as Simon Platinum that I love my Simon Platinum, but I had to switch out the ETU to something else for it to function.
Like you said, that's the heart of the gun. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's it. You guys better take advantage of this promo.
That's what I've been telling them. That's what I've been telling them. Again, those who are smart will take advantage.
Yeah, maybe if you're not smart, you should take advantage of it.
Okay. Yeah. True. Everyone should. Everyone should.
That's it. I hope everybody put down their questions and all that kind of stuff. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Thanks.
Not a problem. All right. You heard it from himself, right? You heard it from the boss man himself, right? Like, you honestly can't beat the deal. You honestly cannot beat the value that you're getting. But again, whichever option you pick, either way, just saying, you definitely got to go in and pick it up for tonight's live stream. Again, we only got, oh God, what is that? An hour 16 minutes left of the live stream. So make sure that you guys place your orders while you guys can and take advantage, right? Right. But yeah, at the end of the day, like if we're comparing apples to apples, like just compare even just the base model, not even like the Performance Plus package, which I'll get into in a little bit, right? But even just the base models, like you are getting more. Yes, you could make the argument that, with all the like programmable MOSFETs, are they even really necessary? Because I had this question a lot. I've actually gotten a few DMs about that as well, asking me like, hey, is it like, worth it to go ahead and get like a Gen 3 versus a Gen 2? If you're an absolute beginner, no. It is cool and it's dope to have, and if you have the means, by all means, go for it, dude. You're gonna be happy with it. But a lot of times you might not end up even using like half the functions on your ETU or your MOSFET, right? Whether you're going with the something that has the Aster, right, like the Specna, or if you're going with the Nebula, right? For me, honestly, what I look for is going to be performance, and then, of course, like all value that's on top of that, right? So all the functions that I get out of the Nebula would be like considered gravy on top, right? But this gun absolutely freaking rips in terms of performance, right? It's fast as fuck. The trigger response is super snappy. It is definitely going to be snappier than the Specna, I will say. Because, again, the parts that we have in here, even though this gun is stock, right? It's anything but like your standard internals that you get on this, right? We were very particular about what internals went into this gun, right? And again, you don't believe us, you can definitely watch all our YouTube videos on this bad boy covering this in terms of its rate of fire. You can ask any of the mods that own one. Freaking awesome gun to own, right? And honestly, what I really want to go and also draw attention towards has got to be this one, right? The Performance Plus. This one is going to be the Boss Performance Plus. This is one that Boss Man himself actually was like, let's put this one together. And it's cool. It's simple. It doesn't need much to be effective, right? The Performance Plus is going to offer a Unicorn Airsoft, I don't know why I slipped my words there. Unicorn Airsoft 603 Type 4 inner barrel pre-installed in addition to the bucking and hop-up nub as well. This thing is going to be super consistent, great accuracy, great range, right? We actually use the Atlas Custom Works Smock suppressor on here because using a 455 millimeter length inner barrel, this thing can shoot well past like 80 yards. That's insane. That's insane, right? Definitely want to go ahead and pick this up. If you were looking for like kind of an SPR, right, sort of build, an SPR build that wasn't the longest thing in the world, but still like was able to get out and reach people super far, I would highly recommend picking this one up too for all of my long range boys out there, right? All right, let's keep scrolling through. Manuel Chief Torres, what is the best bolt action sniper rifle for the money? That honestly is really up to individual like opinion. For me, for the money, if you want to get yourself a steal, get the Double Bell VSR 10. The Double Bell VSR 10, depending on which version you get, can go for an absolute steal, right? Let's go for this one, right? The Imitation Wood variant. This is my favorite version. 100% TM compatible, right? It's already shooting like 500 FPS right out of the box, right? The internal quality of this is actually really, really solid. We've had a few techs actually open them up, and we're thoroughly impressed with the quality that went into the internal parts on this bad boy and the way it was assembled, right? And again, a fully TM spec VSR 10, which you can upgrade to your heart's content, that costs less than $100. If you want to get one even cheaper than that, you can go for this one. It's got to be the standard, the polybody one. This one's going to be going for $91.08, right? Absolutely insane deal because it's on a shocker deal, which, by the way, again, we have plenty of guns that are on a shocker deal right now. Super discounted, but only for a limited time. And again, every $50 spent on an order, I'm just saying, we're just saying, man. We're just saying. You got to go ahead and take advantage while you can. I want to go give another shout out to Ronald. Got himself another 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, not too many people are taking advantage of it. I know we got a few guys earlier like Virgil who took advantage of it. Again, guys, you can be just like them and have the highest odds of winning $1,800, but you got to place your orders now while you still can. But yeah, to answer your question, Manuel Chief Torres, that has got to be my pick for the best bolt-action sniper rifle for the money right now, right? Because again, there are a lot of bolt-action snipers that exist out there, but they're going to be pretty expensive, and their internal like upgrades that you get out of the box are going to be fairly minimal, I feel, right? The Modify M24 is definitely a dope option, but I feel like for the money, you could definitely get more if you built it out yourself, right? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's keep scrolling up. Okay, scroll down to the most recent questions because I'm pretty sure we were caught up on those. Keep scrolling through. Okay, this one's a good one. This comes from Manny Max. Asks, I feel like this is a dumb question. Don't worry, dude. It's totally fine. There's no dumb. My little cousin just got a $100 cheap-made Umerix HK416 for his birthday, and he wants to use it for his first outdoor game. Is it a good idea? I mean, here's what I would suggest. If it's shooting within the FPS limits, right? If he enjoys it, Manny Max, then I'd say let him, right? I would say let him. Here's the thing. I would go, me and my friends, when we were first starting off in Airsoft, right? We didn't have a whole lot of money either, right? We didn't have a whole lot of money. We were like going onto the field with like the Walmart or a Big 5 special stuff, right? That you would get all the cheap shit, right? And Springers. That's what we would show up to play with. And yeah, it's kind of sucked, especially when we started seeing what other guys were playing with. But, that gave us something to kind of like work towards. That gave us something to like want to achieve at some point, right? And at the end of the day, too, right? This is going to be more of a testament to the player than anything else because I'm a firm believer that it's as good as the gun can be. At the end of the day, if you suck as a player, you just suck overall, right? And not saying that there's no way to improve. Absolutely you can. But you got to get that practice in. You got to put in that work. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get anywhere, right? if he really enjoys his Umarex HK416, right? I know which one you're talking about too. If he really enjoys that one, then I say go for it. I would say go for it, right? As long as it follows the FPS rules, it's not. I don't believe it would be shooting over even 350 at that point. But if just make sure it doesn't shoot over 400, then he's absolutely allowed to play with it. And if he wants to play with that gun specifically, let him. I would say let him. In the future, once he starts, maybe getting a little older, starts experiencing the potential that airsoft guns can actually achieve, then I would say, yeah, make sure to go ahead and pick yourself up an airsoft gun, specifically from Airsoft, yeah, because again, we're the only airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. But again, right now, remember, all it takes is a $20 plus order to be entered into the giveaway. And again, for today only, literally today only, 3 entries. 3 entries. You get twice the amount of chances of winning the shopping spree. But for this specific live stream, which ends at 9:30, right, you were going to be getting 5 entries for every $50 you spend. Again, we've only had a few people take advantage. Place your orders now while you still can. Again, it's right there. It's right there for you guys to take advantage of. We want you to. We want everyone to take advantage of this and get as many entries as possible into the giveaway so everyone has a shot at winning. Don't miss out. Okay. What motor does the... There we go. Sorry, Kevin. I moved on. What motor does the Mark II come with, and how does it compare to Spectrum arms? It's not really much of a comparison between the two, to be honest. I believe it's going to be a 19, if I'm not mistaken. I was going to be a 19K. The motor itself is actually pretty damn torquey, but it actually doesn't sacrifice anything in terms of speed. It's actually really, really fast. Again, like Bossman said, he was using steel wire cut gears. Even though it is 18-to-1s, paired with the motor that we actually have, and again, a really good shim job that was done on it, you're actually going to be shooting faster than some 16-to-1 builds, which is crazy good. Crazy good. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Ronald Hoover doesn't need anything to be effective, but it is more effective with the Unicorn. Ronald Hoover, you're absolutely right. If you were looking for, like, again, gun that was going to be competitive right out of the box, right, then absolutely I would recommend picking up the MGC4 Mark II. It's going to have great range and accuracy as is, right? But with that Unicorn barrel, here, we'll go ahead and just throw that in there just so you can see as well, right? If you guys had a little bit of extra more money, I would 100% recommend picking up, let's see, I'm going to pull it up for you guys as well. Shut up, right here, right? For a few extra more dollars, you can get yourself a pre-installed Unicorn Type 4 barrel and bucking and hop-up nub already right out of the box. You don't have to do any work yourself. It's already going to be pre-installed. Consistency, range, accuracy, all the way up, baby. All the way up, right? Absolute improvement. It's insane how good it does with this setup, right? If you have the means for it, absolutely, I would 100% you do. Even if you didn't, I would say get the base gun and over time save up enough just to get yourself an barrel because they're not the most expensive things in the world actually, and they're one of the few companies that actually offer both the bucking and the nub in the packaging. Not many companies do that, right? Which is awesome. Again, let's keep going through here. Keep going through here. Eden, thoughts on the Tokumurui MK48? Haven't had too much experience with it personally, but hopefully I will be changing that very soon, right? Let's keep scrolling through. What gearbox comes in the Mark II MGC4? Standard version 2, so you are still able to put even more upgrade components into it if you so choose to. Though to be honest, probably doesn't really need it, honestly. Like, again, for most players' needs, it's fucking fantastic. Like, it is fantastic. But again, if you did want to go ahead and start upgrading more, you can. You absolutely can, Kevin. Make sure I'm not missing anything for Stitch. Love my MGC4 Mark II. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Ronald Hoover, ditto. Again, that's what we're saying, bruh. Jeez. Ariel Belen, do we do price match? Make sure to go ahead and DM us then, if that's the case. If you want to go ahead and do that, DM us directly, and then we can go ahead and go into details about how we can go ahead and do that. But DM us directly. Instagram, Facebook, Discord. We can probably work something out with you, Ariel. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing it. Keeps rolling up. Gonna talk about that TM NGRS Mark 46. Yeah, man, we just got some of these new products in, right? And this was something that I saw and I was like, yo, right? Here's the thing. This is actually supposed to be an improved version of the original NGRS system, right? It's supposed to be an improved version, so you get a little bit more of like that sort of like recoil action, right? Again, I have not had first-hand experience with this, right? I remember seeing the very first one like a couple years ago, and then when we started carrying this one, it's supposed to be the improved version. So I'm curious to see, what it can do. Be on the lookout for our social media. We will probably be getting a little bit more content with this bad boy out there. But again, I was thoroughly happy that we started carrying this at Airsoft GI. And again, that's a lot of entries. That's a lot of entries, bro. That's a lot of entries. Again, it's there. If you guys want it, it's 100% there. And now is definitely the time to go ahead and pick yourself up something nice this time of year. Again, we got the promo going on, so every $50 you spend, that's 5 entries in the giveaway. Just saying. Sure, not missing anything. Keep scrolling up. Airsoft info. I have the Lancer Tactical LT19 Gen 2 and would recommend it to any new Airsofter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Airsoft info. Again, the Flex Core series from Spectrum Arms, the Lancer Tactical Gen 2 series are great options for beginner players that are looking to get into this amazing hobby, but don't have don't want to spend a whole lot of money getting into it, right? And that are looking for something that's attainable, but still has a lot of potential in terms of performance. Absolutely, those are platforms that I would always recommend. Casper, how many replicas do you pack for MSW? It really depends, honestly, on what I want to do. Although I typically will have a primary, one sidearm, and then one backup gun. And by backup, I mean a backup for the primary. So in case it goes down, or I will just have it as be like a standard like carry for me. Bear in mind, I do a lot of stuff in and out of vehicles, usually on a lot of technicals. So sometimes I'll have like maybe a gun that's a little bit more compact in there, or I'll have my LMG there, or sometimes if I have my LMG stowed away somewhere at our PB. And if I'm going on patrol, I'll use like my regular rifle, while like someone on like whoever's left over at the PB who's running just pulling security around the perimeter can use an LMG just to pull security, right? Because again, having an LMG to defend you is a blessing. It's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun, especially when you see a good amount of targets line up, just right, just all done, all of them are gone, right? But typically I'll have like I guess 3 technically in total, 1 LMG. 1 regular rifle, and then 1 sidearm. That's kind of the general rule that I follow. Or it could be a specialty roll too. Instead of an LMG, I could be rocking a DMR. That's another thing that I do. Andy Harris, trying not to spam, but what do you think of the Vorse VMP? I didn't answer this question already. I haven't had first-hand experience with it, but as soon as our distributor is able to get them, you can bet that we are going to be bringing them in so we can get some social media content with it and get our first impressions down. Because I am curious about it. I have seen it like as far as like pictures and stuff, and I'm intrigued, but again, I don't really have an opinion of it because again, I don't want to give an opinion on something I haven't really shot. So what do I think of the Gate Astra? I think it's cool, right? I think it's cool. I definitely, if you're asking me like as far as a MOSFET, there are better MOSFETs that I feel that exist out there. If I'm going Gate, I might as well just go with the Gate Titan. But the Gate Astra is not a bad option, right? It has some cool functions on there. Personally, I prefer the Nebula MOSFET. I think it's just a lot easier to work with. But again, to each their own, right? Okay, manual chief choice. What is the? If you guys were looking for that, what I would say is Mark. Is it 16? I think this is it. If you guys were looking for a... Yeah. There is the MK16H. It's not the Scar L, but, it's basically the H, right? This is what I would probably recommend to go with. And one of the cool things, it actually takes M14 magazines. I didn't know that until like 2 years ago. Like I didn't know this thing took M14 magazines. That's super convenient because M14 magazines are still available. They're still available for this, which is really, really freaking cool, right? That's one option that I would probably suggest if you were in the market for like a Scar. What do you think of the Orion gearbox and what gearbox is in the new Mayo Gang MDC4 Mark II? The gearbox in the Mayo Gang MDC4 Mark II is the Gen 3 gearbox essentially, but it's again all the parts themselves are going to be hand selected by Airsoft GI to give you the best performance AEG possible. The Orion gearbox is cool, but is it really needed? I don't really know. I personally, if I had to give my opinion, I'd say no. Okay, let's see here. When is the giveaway? I'm entering soon with a $50 entry. The giveaway is happening Thursday. This coming Thursday. The live stream starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The deadline to be entered into that giveaway is going to be 6:30. Anything after 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on that Thursday, it's going to count towards the next giveaway, not that one. I ordered the Toki Marui Next Gen Recoil Shock System M4 AEG. Do you think it was worth the investment? B's Aquatic Adventures. Yes, it can be, honestly. The NGRS, because I do own one as well. I think it's a really, really cool system, right? I think it's a really, really cool system. Offers that much, a little bit more of sort of a sense of realism to your airsoft gameplay. I think it's cool. I think it's really, really cool, and it's a good system to work with. There are plenty of aftermarket support items for it. Not as much as your standard AEGs, but they do exist out there. I know a lot of guys that are diehard fans of theirs. I like mine as well. It's not my favorite gun in my arsenal, but I think it's still really, really cool. Let's keep scrolling through. Isaias, my guy, tell me, the ARP9 mag is compatible with the ARP9 3.0? Yes, yes it is. The G&G ARP9 magazine is going to be compatible with the 3.0. Virgil Hill, can we get a field-ready mystery box with just all attachments? I mean, we can do, like, you know, accessories mystery box. If that's something you guys want, just an accessories mystery box. But, like, again, we have that, right? Like, here. Accessories mystery. Let's see if it still shows up. Ah, misspelled it. Accessories mystery box. We had, like, a few guns that would come included with an accessories mystery box. And then we actually have this one right here, right? Yeah, there we go. $50 right here. Again, this is a great option. Again, if you wanted to go out and get accessories, but you weren't too sure what to go out and get, this is definitely an option that you guys would want to go out and consider as well. Available right now on the website. It's available right now. Place your orders. Again, $50. Every $50 you spend, right? That's 5 entries in the shopping spree. It has to be $50 at subtotal when you guys place your orders. So do that. Like right now, no. Because right now you have less than an hour. You have less than an hour left of the live stream, so make sure that you place your orders now. Ronald Hoover, did I hear triple entries till midnight? Yes, you did, Ronald Hoover. Again, for today only until midnight, every order that's $20 or more gets 3 entries in the shopping spree. But again, right now, you might as well take advantage of the best promo going on right now. Every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Place your orders right now. You don't want to miss out. Nathan Hearn, I left a note on one of my boxes that said, bigger is better, and they sent me the 240W, lol. Hey, you said bigger's better, baby. That's what's up. Hey, man, 240 brothers right there. Pound that. There you go. There, I'm going to pretend you did that. Awesome. Oh, so powerful. So powerful. Okay, let's see here. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Do a BB mystery box where it's random BB weights in one bag that isn't labeled. Leafs fan, no, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. The chaos we would cause, man. You know, next thing you know, some kid like who doesn't know like how to properly adjust his hop up gets like some 4/8 or something, right? Oh, dude, I'd feel terrible. I'd feel terrible. Corey, I like your Clone Trooper helmet. I have the same one without all the stuff you have on it, dude. That was like. It's so off in terms of I like my helmet, don't get me wrong, but it's so off in terms of its like proportions and its dimension. Like you can tell it's upon closer inspection, it's definitely like a kid's like helmet. It's the what is it, 2008? I think it's the 2008 Hasbro Voice Changer Clone Trooper helmet from the Clone Wars, right? And it's cool, don't get me wrong. You know, I was able to work with it. It was cheap, right? I was able to work with it and make it look all tactical and everything. It was really dope. But I definitely want something that looks a little bit more screen accurate, if you know what I mean. Something that's not so off in proportions. But they are expensive. Ariel Billin, will you cover my back? Because my girlfriend told me not to buy any more airsoft for a while until Christmas, and I'm about to buy an AEG. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If I'm gonna say it right, like if you guys are, you know, in a good, healthy, happy relationship, right? She should support, you know, the hobbies that you have, right? Here's my best piece of advice I would say, Ariel. If you spend that much money on airsoft, right? Then you should also be willing to spend that much money. And this is all for you guys too. For anyone that has a significant other thinking about dating someone, you know, but if you guys have this weird like concept in your head that like, oh, you're not gonna let me spend money on airsoft. No, absolutely not. My fiance has been nothing but supportive of my hobbies. And even though she knows like how much this stuff costs, like it's no secret. She watches all our YouTube videos, right? She always wants to be supportive. She always watches our YouTube videos, especially the ones that I'm on. And when she sees the price break, and I've told her how much all my guns cost, right? But here's the thing. For all the money that I spend on airsoft, I'm also willing to spend on her. And if we have shared living expenses, you know, I make sure I cover my half. I make sure I pay everything on time. Then what does it matter? Then what does one more AEG matter at the end of the day if we are still getting everything covered, right? And again, guys, seriously, not too many people have been taking advantage of the promo. We've only had like what, 2 guys really take advantage to the fullest of the $50 promo going on right now. I know you guys were asking for this to come back. You guys were DMing us on Discord, Instagram, and Facebook if we can go ahead and bring this back. But again, if we're not seeing the support for it, we're probably going to go and do away with this promo altogether. So make sure, again, guys, you take advantage while you can. You have less than 1 hour left of this live stream before it's over. Again, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This promo is donezo. So make sure that you place your orders while you still can. Virgil, I know you did take advantage. You were again, good on you, man. You were smart. You took advantage of this promo. Again, everyone out there should be taking advantage of it. But I mean, hey, if they don't take advantage of it, it is their fault, right? It is their fault. Nothing we can do about it. Let's see, keep scrolling through. Real Wild, what's going on, my man? How you doing? How much will it cost me for you guys to turn the 2 high kappas into Mandalorian? We start 35 blasters. There's a kit to do that. I would say DM us directly on Discord, Facebook, Instagram. Maybe we might be able to do something. It depends on how much work is really involved and how involved of a process that is going to be. But potentially we might be able to. I would say DM us. We can work out the details that way. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling through. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please leave a thumbs up on the live stream. Really helps us out as well. And again, share this around. Share this around with as many people as you possibly can. Really helps us out. Virgil Hill, does the recoil system on the Ronin 10 drain the battery faster? Yes, it does. That's going to be the same for pretty much like any ERG system. It's going to require a little bit more energy to go ahead and move that sort of buffer. It's literally just a metal weight, right, that moves back and forth and back and forth. It does require a little bit more energy to move that back and forth. So yes, I would say if you can, see if you can try to get a higher milliamperage battery. You don't have to go super crazy, but the better typically would be more advantageous for you as well. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. Again, guys, not too many people taking advantage of it. Again, Virgil was one of the very few people. We are probably going to have to do away with this promo altogether. It's real sad. I really wanted you guys to go and take advantage of it. I wanted to give you guys as many opportunities to win. But it is what it is. Sad times are ahead of us, unfortunately. Unicorn KWA spec upgrades when? Potentially. I would like to go ahead and see more stuff from Unicorn, more compatible specs for them. The KWA stuff, Eden, that would be amazing. I would love to see more of that stuff. I don't know if they currently make. I don't think they do. But when they do, you can bet we're gonna start carrying that and advertising the shit out of that, man. It'd be awesome. And I'd probably be one of the first customers because I would buy everything Unicorn for my KWAs. Want to go give a shout out to Ariel. Got themselves 25 entries. Now that is what I'm talking about. Ariel, you the man. You 100% the man. Congratulations. You are going to be getting 25 chances of winning $1,800 for yourself. That's what the prize pot is, guys. The prize pot's $1,800. It's all there for you guys. And again, if any of the newer viewers out there, first of all, if you're watching, appreciate it. I do appreciate the viewership, right? We all do. However, you guys absolutely have the chance to win $1,800. There's no risk or anything. There's no lottery system. You're still going to be getting all the amazing Airsoft products that you order from Airsoft GI, right? You can ask any of the regulars. They've seen it for weeks and weeks on end. It has been newer player, first-time shopper. Actually, oh my God, what was his name? Chad Blair. Yes, Chad Blair was one of the most recent winners of the shopping spree giveaway, and he won $3,000 for himself. And that was his first ever order through Airsoft GI. It is absolutely insane. You guys, beginner's luck is 100% a thing. You guys have to make sure that you jump on it while you can. And he said it himself. We have it all over our social media. He was the previous winner, and he says, his words, the winnings are real. You got to place those orders in. Get those orders in while you can, because again, you never know. You very well could be the next big winner of the shopping spree giveaway. Let's keep scrolling through. James with the 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. James, congratulations. You got the 5 chances of winning. Was that you, Real Wild? Was that you? Let's keep scrolling through. Keep scrolling through. Virgil Hill, why exactly is the Bossman version $500? That is because it is not necessarily all stock components, right? We went ahead and accessorized that a little bit more and threw in the Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel as well, right? That is why. All right, let's keep scrolling through. And again, if you have any Airsoft questions, make sure to go ahead and let me know in the live chat. Remember, putting letter Q in front of your question makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to go ahead and see as well. And again, share this around, share this live stream with as many people as you know. Again, if you have any little cousins, maybe little siblings or something you want, or maybe even your father, right? Your long estranged father who finally came back after that 25-year grocery trip run, right? Finally comes back. He finally got the milk after all those years. You want to get him into Airsoft playing with you? This is definitely the way to go ahead and do it. Let him know to swing by this live stream. All right, let's see here. Let's keep going through. Okay, this one comes from Team Money 1394. I'm interested in getting an upgraded inner barrel for my Gen 3 Lance Tactical. What would GI Team suggest? You guys already know. Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel. Don't get me wrong. There are other brands that do exist out there, of course, right? For a long time, I actually used a lot of Mad Bull inner barrels, right? I used a lot of Mad Bull. I used a lot of Prometheus barrels, and those were great. You know, those did the job. But they were, especially the Prometheus, they were definitely expensive for what they were. When Unicorn Airsoft came out, I was a little skeptical, right? Because I was like, okay, you're getting the bucking and the hop-up nub. It's probably not that good, right? Especially considering they were a super competitive price. But, I mean, I'm not joking, man. Like, we've done the tests. You guys, it's on our YouTube channel. We've done the tests out there. You guys can check it out for yourselves if you don't believe us, right? The results speak for themselves, right? Unicorn Airsoft is literally taking over with the amount of value that they're offering for their inner barrels and the quality that goes into it as well, right? Unicorn Airsoft inner barrel. And whenever we do like a P plus package, a performance plus package, we always substitute it with a Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel, and the results have been phenomenal, right? Some of their barrels start as low as $30, right? And again, you're getting the bucking, you're getting the hop-up nub included if you're going with an AG version. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. You guys have to go ahead and if you guys haven't already, check out the Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel lineup. It is phenomenal. It's awesome, right? And there's so many different links that are available now. No reason to go ahead and check it out and pick one up for yourself, especially if you were looking to go ahead and add a little bit more performance to your current AEG setup. Okay, keeps going through. I'm getting up to 90 yards. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Okay. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions, and let's keep scrolling down. Question 603 or what size shooting 2.8 mostly DMing? For most people, 603 is going to be just fine. Here's the thing. You can go like tighter if you wanted to, and inner barrels like that do exist, right? 601. Arcturus actually comes out of the box with 602, but bore itself is not always going to be the biggest factor. It's honestly going to come down to a matter of the smoothness, right? The smoothness of the actual inner barrel itself, right? And Unicorn is definitely on top when it comes to the smoothness, right? Like the least amount of friction when the BB travels through, right? That's the biggest thing for it. All right. So even if you were doing like DMR stuff, go for a 603. Go for a Unicorn 603. One of the biggest things that's going to help too, if you don't, definitely change out the hop-up nub as well. The hop-up nub works really, really well. I would also say maybe the bucking. The bucking you get, I believe, is a 60 degree. It might be like a 60-degree bucking. Unicorn sells stiffer buckings if you want to lift something even heavier, right? Like if you want to lift like a 4.0 or like 4.8 or something. Yeah, you can definitely get like a stiffer bucking. I would probably recommend that. The options do exist for you out there. But a 603, it's going to do more than just fine for a DMR setup, right? Let's keep scrolling through. Brewer, how you doing, my man? What's going on, buddy? See, let's keep scrolling through. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Keep scrolling through. Just made it. No, of course, man. Of course. Okay, this Leafs fan 8034. Should I go HPA? Play indoor, fast pace, and have a budget of around $700. Yeah, I'd say if you want to, absolutely go for it. I think if you're asking like whether or not I think HPA is going to be superior to AEG, not necessarily. Like back in the day, oh yeah, like not even close, right? It wasn't even a competition, right? But the level of quality and value that you're getting out of Airsoft gun nowadays, right, is definitely a lot higher than it was back in the day, right? Even though the HPA will definitely still win in terms of like just the level of control and the trigger response you get from an HPA setup, I would honestly say that AEGs are like fast and steadily closing the gap in the difference, right? They're steadily closing that gap, and it's almost at the same level as an HPA gun. It is, right? It almost is, right? It's not quite there yet, but it's definitely gotten a lot closer. And honestly, I think for most players' purposes, HPA is not really too necessary. However, if you really want to go the HPA route, bro, absolutely at least fan 8034. Do it. Make sure that you go ahead and get all your stuff, though, from Airsoft GI, because, again, you see this promo? It is ending in less than an hour. You guys got, oh, God, what is that? 15, 30, you got 45 minutes. Did I do the math right? Yeah. 45 minutes left of the live stream. Make sure that you take advantage of the promo. Remember, any $50 that you spend, it's 5 entries. So, again, if your order is just 50, maybe a little bit above, that's going to be 5 entries. You reach that $100 mark, maybe a little bit more, that's 10 entries. 150 mark, that's 15, and so on and so forth, right? If you order yourself a $300 airsoft gun, for example, right, that's 30 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, the promo's there. It's there for you guys to take advantage. This is the best, most insane promo that you can get from Airsoft GI. Take advantage. You don't want this promo to go away. You got to take advantage while you still can. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Least fan opinion on Striker Airsoft. Not really too much of an opinion. With the holidays coming up, W is the perfect. What is the perfect Christmas gift for an Airsofter, excluding the MGC4? I mean, MGC4 is number one for sure, right, Virgil? But actually, if you want something really, really dope, what I would highly recommend. This always makes for a good Christmas present. Get him a mystery box. 100% a mystery box is definitely the way to go. It's not actually uncommon for guys to pick up mystery boxes for their, like, whether it's their significant other, they'll pick one up for their kid, whoever it might be, their best friend, their brother, that special airsofter in your life. Picking up a mystery box, like, let's say this guy, or actually let's go with this one, Bigger Wins YouTube, right? Oh, I misspelled bigger. I put bogger. Okay. Bigger Wins YouTube unboxing mystery box. Right, something like this, right? $220. You're still guaranteed a higher retail value than what you actually pay for, right? Automatic free shipping, right? And we, again, both the premium and the regular Bigger Wins YouTube unboxing mystery boxes are boxes in which we grant requests a lot of the times. So if you guys had any, say specific requests that you might have had, again, don't be super specific. If you say, I want 10 MCXs, obviously, there's a limit. It's got to be within the budget, right? But, say, hey, you were to put down, this is my kid's first airsoft gun. Hopefully you guys can hook them up. We look at all the requests. And if we can do it, if it's something like that, dude, hell yeah. If you give us a little bit of room to play with, we will definitely help you out and get your wish granted. But again, just make sure to put the request down in the notes comment section when you place your order. That's how we look at it. Or you can also DM us directly as soon as you place your order and you get the order number. DM us, say, hey, this is my order number. I just ordered this mystery box. This is my request. I would like to go ahead and get, whatever it may be. That's another way to do it as well, right? That is definitely a way to do it. A lot of guys will order this box in anticipation for Christmas. So again, that's one way. That's one awesome Christmas, especially when you don't even know what it is. That's amazing. That's freaking sick because everyone's surprised at that point, right? But we do our best to make sure we grant everyone's wishes. So just throwing that out there. You definitely don't want to miss, especially if you order it now. Again, the promo's here. It's there. Want to go and give a shout out to Derek. Is this DJ? Is that you? Got yourself 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, guys. Again, you can be just like Derek. You can be just like the guys that are just like Ariel as well, just like Virgil, right? Just like, what was it, Arbiter and James Wing. Again, they have the highest odds right now of winning that $1,800 prize pot. You can too. Don't let this chance go to waste. Take advantage of every promo you see. Everyone has a shot to win. It only takes one shot to be a winner. You miss 100% of the shots you don't make. Place your orders right now. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling up. Ariel Belen, I forgot to put a comment on my order. Is there a way to edit it? You can DM us with a note. If you had a request for something, Ariel, then I would say go ahead and just put a note there. Or if there was something like, hey, you wanted maybe an extra unjamming, something along those lines. I don't believe there's a way to go back once the order's already been placed, but you can definitely DM us. Just DM us, Ariel, with your order number attached to it. It has to be DM'd though specifically. Don't want to put that out in a public chat, but you can go ahead and message us either on our Instagram, our Facebook, or our Discord server as well. I'm usually on there checking that. So again, make sure to go ahead and message us with any notes that you might have. Corey, what is your favorite Warframe in the Warframe video game? I have not played the Warframe video game series, actually. I know it's dope. I keep hearing a bunch of people saying it's really, really cool, and I definitely want to play it. I just don't really have anyone to play it with, and I hear that's a game that you definitely want to play with friends, but I definitely want to go out and take a look into it. That would definitely be cool to go out and take a look into that game series as well. I definitely am curious. Sure, let's see. Keep scrolling through. Ooh, this is a good one. Stitch asks, Blaster or Bifrost for the Nightshade? Bifrost. I'm Stitch. You know me. I am hella biased, right? I love my Bifrost, right? I love the Bifrost. I think it's just such a cool like thing. I love all the like fantastic colors that you get, right? In the Bifrost, right? The muzzle flash is like the RGB muzzle flash is just so cool, man. It's just so freaking sick, and it's such a convenient trace unit as well. It's not super big. It's not the smallest thing in the world, yeah, but again, it's just a good size trace unit, right? And I think even on the Nightshade, it'll look really, really good as well. But again, that's just me. If you want to go with the Blaster Stitch, by all means, go with it. You'll be happy either way. You know, it's Ace Tech, so they're good quality stuff. But for me, Bifrost all the way, man. I'm really partial to the Bifrost. Really, really partial. Act right. I'm broke after I got that optic set. That's true. You picked up that Novus optic. Yeah, I mean, understandable. But again, maybe just like a gift voucher, Act right. Maybe just like a gift voucher, right? For the next time Novus does a restock, maybe you might be able to get yourself something else. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Get those extra entries in the giveaway. Bees Aquatic Adventure, love my Lance Tactical Nightshade. What silencers do you recommend I get for it? Believe it or not, when it comes, especially sidearms, I'm actually not the biggest fan of mock suppressors. Now, I think they can look cool, but if I were to put anything on my pistol, like I was talking with Stitch, I would actually do a trace unit instead. However, if you wanted to take a look at what we had in terms of mock suppressors, where are you? I think I might have just, it's around here. There we go. I swear, my eyesight's getting worse. It's all this blue light that I'm staring at, right? There's plenty of flash devices that we sell on our website, and they're going to range in price as well. You can get something as cheap as like $18, right? Even $20. Like, it really depends on what style you really like. Just make sure, this is my biggest piece of advice, make sure that the thread size and direction match. Nothing sucks more than like getting something that doesn't. You're not really too sure, and you end up like cross-threading it. Oh, it sucks, man. It freaking sucks. So as long as you're making sure of that, then you're going to be just fine. But again, for me personally, I actually prefer trace units because I think they offer a lot more function. Being able to see the trajectory of your BB, like even in like pitch black, right? It's freaking sick, right? That's definitely something that I would highly recommend. If you haven't already, maybe looking into as well. Answer that question. Yo, that girlfriend comment. I mean, I'm just saying, man, like, again, if your fiance, like, really loves you, and they'll support you, right? Obviously, as long as you got your priorities together, right? As long as you're not spending the rent money on another airsoft gun, then yeah. But if you're still able to cover the cost of rent, if you're still able to go ahead and take her out, right? And treat her to a bunch of like nice things here and there, right? Just like every couple should. Every couple, again, another piece of couple advice for you guys. If you guys are thinking about like maybe going out on a date or you're not too sure, again, date nights, make it a regular thing. Even if it's like low budget, trust me, if your significant other is like, the one, they will appreciate whatever it is that you do. Even if it's low budget, the fact that you are making an effort to put a little romance, a little bit more effort into your relationship goes a very, 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 very long way. Believe me when I say it really helps out. And again, if you guys want to go airsofting more, again, just do the same thing, right? Just balance out the two. And any rash person will not have any issue with you spending time with the boys playing airsoft or spending money on the airsoft hobby, whether that be picking up a new AEG, some new accessories, whatever it may be. Hell, at some point or another, you might even be able to convince them to go play with you. Now that, honestly, is freaking dope. I've been able to get my fiance to go play with me twice. Maybe she might go with me to MSW. Maybe in the future. I'm working on it, But even if she doesn't, that's fine too. She loves and respects me anyway, and she respects the fact that I like love airsoft so much, right? I have to find a house to put my collection in my man cave, Virgil. No, I get that. I'm actually working right now on. I want to get the garage that we have. It's used for storage, but I want to see if I can get that remodeled internally, so that and like rearranged and organized. That way, I can start streaming from there, and then I can have a nice gun wall in the back for you guys to take a look at whenever I stream. Let's see here. Answer that one. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. And again, guys, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream with as many people as you possibly can. Again, and leave a thumbs up. Really helps us beat that YouTube algorithm, because, again, YouTube freaking hates anything airsoft related. So make sure to go ahead and share around with as many people as you possibly can. And please, again, You guys really got to take advantage of the promo going on right now. Not too many people have. Again, this promo is insane. We've had many people like DM us directly. We thought we were going to get a lot more people, but I mean, at the end of the day, that just means your odds are that much better. Your odds are really, really good for winning $1,800 right now. You got to make sure that you place your orders now while you still can. Ronald Hoover, wish I could be here during every stream, but most are right in the middle of sleep schedule. Oh, I do understand, Ronald. That sucks. But again, I do appreciate the fact that you are staying awake with us. Much appreciated, my guy. Okay, this one comes from Drunken Bass. Possible secondary in the future, WeTech Galaxy or High Kappa variant, or other recommendations. I mean, it's really, again, secondaries depends on what you expect from it. If you want the most convenient, yes, definitely would be a High Kappa variant of some kind, right? Ooh, excuse me. Very gassy right now. It definitely would be the High Kappa, because again, that's the #1 pistol platform in Airsoft altogether, right? No pistol comes close to it in terms of aftermarket support. It just doesn't, right? It's literally the #1 for a reason, right? You wanted to go ahead and completely redesign the externals or soup up the internals, it's going to be very easy to find all the parts. We sell plenty of High Kappa stuff available on our website right now from multiple different brands, right? Cow, Airsoft Masterpiece, right? It's all there. It's all there. Everything you need is there. WeTech Galaxy is cool, right? I do like how fast that thing shoots in full auto, but it's also one of those things where it's like, how practical is it really, right? For me, what I would suggest would be a High Cap. Again, there's plenty of High Kappas that exist out there. It depends on the budget. If you're asking me what my favorite High Cap is right now, I mean, you guys already know what it is, man. It's the Pit Viper, bruh. It's the Pit Viper. As Stitch likes to say, Pit Viper Supremacy. Pit Viper Supremacy, right? This is definitely the one that I would probably suggest if you had the means for it. Worth it, dude. 100% worth it. But again, if you were on a budget, you can get something super affordable like Golden Eagle High Kappa. I misspelled High Kappa. What the fuck? H-I. There we go. Waiting for that to load. There you go, right? There's plenty of OEM parts specifically from Golden Eagle as well. But again, you can find one for like as low as like, what was it, 113? Yeah, 113, right? If you were looking for anyone out there, if you were looking for a solid pistol platform to start upgrading, to start teching, and start working on, and to start understanding how Airsoft High Kappas work or how gas blowback Airsoft pistols work, this is one of the easiest things that you can ever pick up for yourself, right? One of the best investments you can ever make, right? 113, you were getting a TM spec High Kappa, full metal already. Magazine compatibility is across the board, right? It's a great project gun to work on, and even then, it's good as is, right? It's a good pistol as is out of the box, right? Definitely worth picking one of these bad boys up if you were looking for a sidearm to like make an investment with that was going to be very easy to find magazines and parts for, right? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Sigma, never been to HSP Outdoor, isn't really a thing. What are you talking about? You went outdoors with us. You didn't go to HSP, but you've played outdoors before. You played at Wildlands. Tech City is cool. I think if I had to pick my favorite fields in general, like I actually grew up playing in Hollywood Sports. That actually for years, Leafs fan, that Hollywood Sports was my home field because I grew up in, well, I was born in Long Beach. Spent even though my parents, for the most part, I've lived most of my life in Southgate. I actually spent a lot of time being raised by my grandma in Compton, actually. So I spent a lot of time there, Compton, Linwood area. I went to elementary and middle school in Linwood as well. But I went to high school, and I currently live in Downey right now. But I still, like, again, frequent all, like, 3 cities, Downey, Southgate, and Compton as well. I'll spend a lot of time around that area. So Hollywood Sports was always, like, my closest field to me, right? But, you know, I wanted to start getting out and doing something different and seek a different environment, if you will. I'll say that. I was seeking a different environment, right? And I really found a home at Hollywood Sports, right? I think it's a really, really dope field. It's very laid back. The player base there is really, really cool, very welcoming. A lot of nice guys, right? I look for that too, because that's another thing I like about playing at certain airsoft fields is when the community there actually wants to talk to you and they want to be cool, right? That's the cool thing, right? I don't want to go to a community or to a field where at the end of the day, you're going to be treated either like crap from the refs or, you know, the player base there is a little bit too toxic. Not saying that it is at Hollywood, but I've definitely been to a few fields where you can tell that the only reason that people are there is because they want to hurt people. And I'm just not about that, man. That's not my vibe. That's not my vibe. I don't really appreciate when people are there just to be jerks, especially to younger players or newer players, because I was in that position where I got punked on a lot, and I don't want that for anyone else, right? I don't want to support a business that's going to keep doing that, right? So my favorite field's definitely Wildlands for outdoors, and if I'm going to go indoors, right, if I'm going to play CQB, here's the thing. I'm going to go all the way. Project N1, man. Project N1 in El Monte has got to be my favorite indoor field because, again, they changed the field layout way more often. The refs there are on point. They don't tolerate any sort of asshole behavior. It's just good vibes, and the players there are really, really cool. Still competitive, but not jerks. You know what I mean? That's like the best thing that you can ask for. I don't normally recommend indoor players or indoor fields to newer players, but that's got to be the one that I would say is probably got to be the best one for you, right? It's going to be aggressive and it's going to be tough, but it's still going to be a lot of fun, right? And it's not going to be toxic whatsoever. Okay, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Brewer N1, even though I've never been. Brewer, you know what we got to do, Brewer? We got to see if we can try to like get a private game going, right? Like maybe see if we can get like a Mayo Gang private game going for like some of the mods and stuff. That'd be pretty sick. Like some of the GI staff and some of the mods. That'd be freaking sick, man. Let's just keep scrolling through. Keep scrolling through. You don't have to answer this, but who's your favorite ref at TAC? I am not going to answer that because I don't want to be partial to anyone. Just make sure I'm missing anything. Keep scrolling through. All right, cool. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions right now. I'm about to drop 700 on HPA setup. Leafs fan, do it right now. Bet you won't, right? I mean, I'm just saying, right? $700, you're going to be getting that many more entries into the shopping spree giveaway. I'm just saying, right? I am just saying, right? You're going to be getting like hella entries into the shopping spree giveaway. You're going to win your money back too if you end up winning. Because again, at $700, you're going to be getting that many entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? That many entries in the shopping spree giveaway. You're going to what is that? Well, let's see. I'm trying to do some math here. Let's see, 5, 50. Hold on. I can do math. I'm terrible at math. Calculate. Yes, I'm busting out the calculator. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I'm going to do some math here real quick, right? 100 divided by 50 is equal to 40. Okay, times 5. 70 entries. Damn, bro. 70 chances of winning $1,800, Leafs fan. If you spend that right now, that's how many chances you're getting. 70 chances of winning. I mean, again, who else is going to give you this many chances to win your money back? You could win your money back and then some, bro. And then some. That's all extra gravy for you, man. Leafs fan, I'm just saying, big bet. Big bet, bro. Big bet. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Team Money, I've got that Prometheus bucking already, and do you know what length I should use for the Gen 3 Lancer LT13BH? Okay, let's take a look at the model and see what length you might need. See if let's do that. Let's do this, right? LT13. Okay, so for 13-inch, I would say go I'd say go 370. For this, I would say go 370. 370 millimeter length, that's probably going to be your best bet. Go for like a 370, 363 around there. That should be fine. That's what I would probably suggest if you were looking for a unicorn barrel for something like this, or just any inner barrel in general. 370, 363. That's like, I think for the most part, pretty standard for a for carbine length. Yeah, I would say 370 to be safe. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Miss anything juicy, Brewer? Not yet. Almost midnight on the East Coast. Damn, Virgil. Well, first of all, okay, any of my East Coast guys out there, again, big shout out to all you guys. I do appreciate the fact that you guys are choosing to hang out and spend your free time hanging out with the Mayo Gang. Again, we're doing this all voluntarily. The shopping spree giveaway itself is all voluntary, right? We're the only, I know we keep saying it, but we are the only airsoft retailer that does reward its customers as good, right? And that's why we want to go ahead and give these promos out to you guys. Because again, Airsoft GI has been here for 20 years. We've been here for 20 years, and we're going to continue being here. But we need your guys' support in order to go ahead and make that happen, right? So if you want to keep the lights rolling, if you want to keep the lights on, keep the cameras rolling, right? And keep these promos and giveaways going, you're going to have to take advantage of all the promos that we got going on. And right now, every $50 you spend on any order, that's 5 entries, right? So you can get a massive order together, and you'll be getting that many entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So make sure you place your orders now while you still can, because you only have 26 minutes left of the live stream before it ends. So make sure you take advantage while you can. Okay, let's see here. Okay, answer that. All right, so we should be caught up on those. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions, the most recent comments. It's after midnight here on the East Coast. Damn, Jason, damn. That's freaking impressive. First, again, appreciate you guys that you're staying up late. Again, we try to go ahead and like have it earlier, but it is a little hard. I do have to bypass downtown LA traffic every day in order to get home on time, and then I still got to make myself some dinner. So it is a little hard to go ahead and get it all set earlier, but this is the earliest that we can generally do. So again, we do appreciate. Again, that's why we put these promos out there. That's why we put these promos out there so you guys can take advantage and make it worth your while. Bro, I'm tempted. Hey man, give in, right? Just be like Eve with the forbidden fruit, right? That the snake tempted her with, right? Just do it. Just do it. Make your dreams come true, right? Freaking Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Big bet. Big bet. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. How's the Ronin T10 gearbox and motor? Solid. Solid. I like the Ronin T10. Again, if you were looking for a gun to like absolutely freaking like upgrade the shit out of, then I wouldn't recommend generally the T10. You can upgrade it, but it wasn't necessarily designed for that. The T10 was, again, another great airsoft gun that was great right out of the box, that doesn't need any sort of upgrades. Maybe, again, just for me, because again, range and accuracy are a huge part to performance in an AEG. Swap out the inner barrel, unicorn Type 4 inner barrel bucking and barrel, and a hop-up nub as well. Swap that out, and then you're set. Like, literally, you don't got to do anything else at that point, right? The ERG system that it comes included with is very, very nice. Being able to have that nice kinetic feedback every time you pull the trigger, it's dope, right? The only issue with the Ronin T10 is that you run a level 1 without burning the trigger unit. I haven't really had that issue, Kevin, personally. Honestly, you can if you want to add a MOSFET, but I personally would just run stock as is, right? If you're doing full auto, right, or do some crazy shit with it, then I would say, yeah, maybe. But if you're just leaving it stock internals for the most part, 11.1 should be just fine. Keep going through. Keeps going through. Have you seen the new Panda Airsoft vid? Not yet. I'll have to check that out as well. I've been lagging it on watching like other like Airsoft videos recently, but I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. Okay, this comes from Lucas. Planning on doing a 509mm R-hopped barrel in my new SRF 15. Nice, that I bought from y'all. Absolutely. And want to be sure that I don't need a new cylinder as well. I don't believe you will. Oh, Sigma, you already got in there. Yeah, the G2s like already have like good compression. Yeah, there's really not much you need at that point, honestly. Yeah, I don't really think you would need anything anymore at that point. And I don't think that I don't know if it would necessarily introduce more problems like Sigma, like what you're saying, but it definitely would be a lot more work once you start adding some new stuff in there. The G2s were kind of, again, designed to be leave it alone. That's kind of the new trend, honestly, you find in Airsoft. They're very much built to be good as is. You don't need to touch them. Okay, Bass. I recently just found out that Terran Tactical manufactures real weapons. Pretty cool they have an Airsoft Pit Viper. Absolutely. Okay, that's what I was saying. You actually find that we, especially in store, we get a lot of guys that do like again, who love shooting like real steel, who do a lot of like training stuff. And they'll come in, they'll be like, hey, that's the Pit Viper. And we're like, yeah. And they're like, I own the real one. Or it's like, hey, I want the real one, right? And they'll look at it and they'll tinker around with it a little bit, and they're like, okay, yeah, I need to get this, right? It's freaking dope, man. It's absolutely insane, right? And it's available at airsoftgi.com right now. Again, it's right there, right? Again, Airsoft pistols, right? Picking one of these bad boys up will be getting you plenty entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? Picking one of these bad boys up will actually get you 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? And it is still a TM high kappa at the end of the day, meaning you can still put plenty of upgrade components into this, still find plenty of magazines that are going to be compatible with it as well. And these are very easy to upgrade, too. These are very, very easy to upgrade. But you won't really need to. The slide action on this, buttery smooth. Butter smooth, right? Absolutely love this. If anything, don't even take my word for it. Ask Brewer, Airsoft Brewer in the chat right now. Let him know how much you love your Pit Viper, right? It's freaking sick. Or no, your Sand Viper, because you have a Sand Viper. But, dude, it's freaking sick. Lucas, Isaiah says the G&G G2 gearbox have a full cylinder. I think it depends on the model specifically. I think some of the ones have like a slightly shorter one, if I'm not mistaken. Master says, please stop exposing me to the environment. I'm allergic. What are you talking about? Oh, is this oxygen? I'm allergic. Darktree, you sold me on the Golden Eagle high cap. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, Darktree. Like, again, that is 100% what I am saying, man. Like, freaking the Golden Eagle high kappas, again, you were looking to get into the high kappa game. You wanted something that was going to be fairly inexpensive and that was something you can start tinkering around with, something that you can start adding parts into and start building on your own. The Golden Eagle serves its purpose very, very, very well, right? It's a cool looking pistol too, depending on the model you get. There's a lot of different styles that exist out there. There's definitely something for you. And again, guys, you only got, 20 minutes? Yeah, a little less than 20 minutes left of the live stream. Make sure to go ahead and take advantage of the promo we got going on right now. Remember, every $50 spent on an order will get you 5 entries into that shopping spree giveaway. For today and for today only, right? Every $20 plus order that you make at Airsoft GL will be counting for 3 entries into the shopping spree. But that's going to end tonight. But this live stream promo, that's only until the live stream ends. And you literally only have 20 minutes left of the stream. Order while you still can. What is the stock spring in the KWA KO series? I believe it might be like either a 110 or a 100. I'm not 100% certain. I know that they have I believe that they use the VPS system on them, if I'm not mistaken. So it's completely attunable, so you wouldn't need to change out the spring necessarily. Not unless you really wanted to go for something even more, like, or even more, or a higher FPS. But even then, I would say maybe there's other ways to do it. Maybe tune the compression at that point before going for like a super, super like stiff spring. Brewer, HPA isn't the best, or HSP isn't the best. It's just convenient. No, like I would say I don't want to like shit on them. They definitely were my home field, and if it wasn't for HSP, I wouldn't have been able to get my start in Airsoft. So they will always have my respect for that. And I think it's a cool field layout. Like, it's definitely sick. But it definitely feels like they prioritize paintball over Airsoft. That is the one downside of that place. It definitely feels like they prioritize paintball over Airsoft. And I get it. Paintball, at the end of the day, is definitely more mainstream than Airsoft. But hey, man, Airsoft has gotten way more popular in recent years, right? It would help, too, if they maybe added a little bit more priority towards Airsoft, considering it's on the rise, considering how many more people play it now, right? And it's so conveniently located, right? It would be nice if the refs there also maybe kind of cared a little bit more, because every time I go, it just feels like you wait forever for a match to begin, and they're constantly doing just regular team deathmatch, force on force games, single elimination. I hate those games, man. Like, it's no fun, right? That's why I like Wildlands. Even if they are doing a force on force match, it's going to be respawn rules, right? Like, what's so fun about, like, just, okay, like, especially if you have a bad day, right? Especially having an off day, you get out immediately, and then you gotta wait. You spend more time waiting, right? That's not fun, right? Especially for newer players, right? It's just an opportunity for, like, more skilled players to just dunk on, like, newer players, and I've never been a huge fan of that, right? It just is what it is. That's more of an individual preference. HSP is just so dirty because there's paint everywhere. That's true. They also don't clean up their paint. They'll leave literal puddles of paint just sitting there, right? It's kind of a hazard, honestly, at that point. Yeah, that is unfortunate that they do treat the Airsoft section so poorly. And even their field, they don't really seem to take care of it as much as they should. Because, again, it is a really, really cool location, right? It's a really, really cool locale. I just wish it was a little bit taken better care of. They put a little more effort into it as well. Because, again, it has the potential, right? With it being so close to everyone, right? It has the potential to go ahead and be a really, really amazing field. But, again, they just got to put more of an effort, more of their best foot forward in the future if they want to go ahead and continue to bring in more people, right? Because otherwise, people are going to make the drive out to other fields, right? It is what it is, right? So keep scrolling down, keep scrolling through. Let's keep going. I think we should answer the most recent one. Least fan, inner barrel length of the Lance Tactical Gen 3 Helion 7-inch. Oh, God. I don't know the exact inner barrel length. Let's see. 7-inch. I'm going to say 220. I would say like around 200, which should probably be okay for a 7-inch. Maybe like 220. 220, I would probably say. That should be like close enough for like a 7-inch, if I've done my math correctly. I could be wrong. Let's see here. Lucas behind. Do I need to get an inner barrel stabilizer for the barrel since I'm going from 363 to 509 being covered with a suppressor? Do you need an inner barrel stabilizer? I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I don't know if I don't believe it's going to be 100% necessary, but it can help. Maybe just instead of like any sort of one unit, maybe just like make your own. That's what I would probably say. Maybe just use either some type of like cardboard or like foam. That's what I see a lot of guys using to keep it like in position. But again, I've never really felt the need for one in those types of builds from what I've seen. Entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. Do you know what spring is in the Gen 1 VFC Avalons? I'm pretty sure that's a 110. It's either a 110 or a 120, but I could be wrong. If I had to put money on it, I would say it's a 110. Could be wrong. Nathaniel. That's a good question, though. Good question. Nathaniel Baniega, another question you asked was, what brushless motors does Airsoft GI sell? It is going to be Solink is the only brushless motors that we actually carry. Not all these are brushless, just, look for the ones that actually say brushless motor on there. Those are going to be the ones that we actually carry. That's going to be currently it in terms of our brushless motor inventory. We do sell other motors as well, but brushless I think right now is only going to be Solink at the moment. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Spectra's 09 procrastinating on buying starter stuff for Airsoft. I mean, hey man, like, it's entirely up to you when you want to spend your money, right? Of course. However, I'm just saying, right? Considering our shopping spree giveaway, right? All it takes is a $20 order to be entered, and you're automatically entered. For today, if it's $20 or more, you get 3 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. But for this live stream, which ends in about 14 minutes, literally at 9:30 p.m. this is going to be over. Every $50 that you spend on order will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So if, say, your order was like a little over $100, you'd be getting 10 chances of winning $1,800 all for yourself, Spectra. So I'm just saying, if there was a time to do it, I would say it definitely would be now. Definitely want to check out before the end of the stream, because again, once that stream's over, that's it, right? That's it. We done. We absolutely done. We out of here, right? First time for the stream, Death Rail 1. Well, welcome, Death Rail. Thank you for joining the live stream. Really, really cool to see some newer people in the live stream. If you have any questions regarding Airsoft, feel free to go ahead and ask your question down in the live chat with the letter Q in front of your question. Just makes it a lot easier for me to go ahead and see if you're looking for recommendations. If you're looking for my opinions on stuff, I've been playing for 14 years again. I'm no expert, but I definitely know a few things about Airsoft for sure, and I've been working for Airsoft GI for about to be 7 years now. So feel free to go ahead and ask. If you want to ask me personal questions too, fuck it, I'm an open book. I don't care. Right? Mr. Jeff. A brewer for you. I'll do it. Friggin' sweet, Lowish. I love that. Love that. Let's see. Let's get some of the. Oh, this one comes from Lucas again. Do you guys have Max hop-ups available? I know we do carry Max products available, and hop-ups being one of them. I know we are actually going to be carrying some more hop-up chambers as well, in addition to some other components from them as well. Definitely worth checking out in the future. I think right now Max hop-up chambers might be okay. I know we have the aluminum for M16. I know we have the M4A Pro model, and for Pro model as well. It looks like we have 2 models that are currently available right now. I believe the other ones are sold out, but we are going to be getting more in the future. So stay tuned this week. We're actually going to be dropping some more Max hop-up units as well. So just keep an eye out. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so looking forward to this because I'm doing a video with a zoom cam of before versus after an R-hop on that gun. Interesting. Definitely want to go and keep an eye on it. Make sure to go ahead and share that, Lucas, on our Discord server on the Share Your Content chat. That'd actually be very cool to see. Airsoft Brewer, make a surprise visit to the store, but I'll hit you up before that. Hey, Eden, that'd be cool if you can actually swing by. I don't think I've ever gotten to meet you in person, Eden. That'd be very cool to go ahead and meet you in person. That's the thing. I've actually always really wanted to meet everyone in the chat. Like any of my customers before, like online, or any of the guys that are like watching right now, or any of the mods that I haven't met yet. I would love to go ahead and meet everyone, right? I would, especially if we can get BB Wars, right? BB Wars coming up. Oof, I am excited for that, right? BB Wars Arid Revival, right? Happening October 21st. That's fast approaching, man. That is fast approaching. Tickets are available right now. It's going to be hosted at SC Village, right? It's going to be on a Saturday. It's going to be dope. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be really close to a lot of us that are in the area, right? So it's a great opportunity to get some more people into the BB Wars events because these things are legendary, right? We just had one earlier this year in SoCal. Coastal Front, that was an absolute blast. It was also stands out to me because again that was the first BB Wars I had ever been to, and I actually got to be in a leadership position, which is crazy, right? For Airsoft, I never would have thought in a million years that I would have been at one of those, right? But still, it was freaking awesome. Had a lot of fun with all the boys, Cisco, Boaz, and Justin as well. Even Boss Man too. We had a blast, right? Trying out a bunch of different restaurants and just striking out at every single one. That was absolutely hilarious. But we made a lot of memories with members of the Mayo Gang, Ackright, Chef Panikage, Trinity, Brewer, Real Wild. They brought their kids out. It was super, super dope. Even Fidel. High Fidelity. Fidel. Man came all the way from Hawaii, right? That was absolutely insane. I was not expecting that, right? It was just an absolute blast hanging out with all the homies. And I cannot wait to go ahead and do it again at BB Wars Air Revival happening at SC Village on October 21st. Guys, tickets are available right now. If you want to go ahead and side with Boaz on Team Rebels, right, you can definitely do that. Tickets are $50. But if you want to go ahead and kick it with Cisco and myself, right, we usually are outnumbered, but even when we're outnumbered, we always take the win. Make sure to go ahead and sign up for Team Empire as well. We're going to be curb stomping every single one of those dirty rebels as well. Make sure to go ahead and read the uniform requirements as well, though. It's always very important. But yeah, tickets are available right now. And again, it's $50. $50, that'll be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 5 chances at winning $1,800. So don't miss out, guys. Make sure to place your orders. You only got 9 minutes left of the live stream. 9 minutes and counting. All right, let's keep scrolling through. DJ, eating a blueberry turnover before bed from the truck stop bakery. We always stop at our trips to MLPS, and my only gripe is I don't grab more than 5. I did. Always same mistake. Hey, DJ, it happens. At least you got the 5, right? At least you got the 5 in, right? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, Ariel Belen, how do you feel about the FAR 5.56 build-wise? I just bought it. So Ariel, it's solid, right? I have no issues with the FAR series. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, here. FAR. Literally just spelled FAR, right? Well, there's 2 models available. There's the FAR 9 and then there's the FAR 5.56. Differences, I'm sure you can figure them out. One uses the PCC 9mm style magazine. The other uses the standard 5.56 M4 magazine. Not only that, the stock itself is going to be slightly different. The 5.56 has a little bit more meat on the bones, if you will, versus the FAR 9 uses the literally identical stock to the one that's found on the G&G ARP9 3.0. Because at the end of the day, that's basically what these are. These are an ARP 5.56 and an ARP9. They're combat machines, right? They're going to perform what you would expect a combat machine 2.0 would perform at. They are going to come included with the G&G ifrit motor, so the rate of fire is going to be pretty impressive. Range and accuracy could be a little better, I won't lie. They're not the worst in the world, though. Don't think that they're terrible, because they're not. They will definitely get the job done. I don't believe, though, that they're using the G&G green bucking that gets into a lot of notoriety. I believe they're actually using the newer G&G blue. Personally, I think it's not the best in the world, but again, it's not the worst either. Simple improvement, unicorn type pro interbarrel and bucking, done. You don't have to touch the internals anymore. I will say, build quality wise, as far as the way it's engineered, it is really cool. I love the fact that when you actually fold it into its folded position or folded mode, right? Here, let's take a look at it just so you can see what I'm talking about, right? When you fold it up, the hop-up chamber actually goes along with the entire barrel assembly, right? So your gearbox is essentially just by itself, right? It's just the gearbox alone, which is really, really cool. If you have any sort of issues with your hop-up, you can actually see what might be going on. It might be a little easier to diagnose. If you wanted to take a look at your air nozzle, see if it's cracked or something, it should be easier to see now. That's I guess one benefit of it. It's a cool gun, man. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Whether you went with the 9 or the 5.56. You said the 5.56, right? Yeah. The 5.56 is really, really cool as well. I think it's dope. I got nothing bad to say about it. I think, again, the only thing I could have benefited from was a unicorn type or inner barrel, and that's about it, right? It is a little pricey for a combat machine, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a really cool gun, and I do want to congratulate and thank G&G, actually, for, again, trying something new and different. Because they very well could have just made, another version, a slightly different aesthetic combat machine, right? And still charge the same amount of money. But instead, they wanted to try something different with this folding design, right? Which, again, I'm going to give it to G&G. Good job. Their folding design is solid. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's not bad. right? And again, I like the fact that they're trying something different. I want to congratulate companies and reward them for doing something different and for not just doing the same thing over and over again. Even if these are, at the end of the day, combat machines, right? They still are unique enough combat machines that they got a nice little niche thing about them, which I think is really, really cool. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Lucas Mullen, where is the gym in your day? Where is the gym in your day, friend? If you're asking what gym I go to LA Fitness. There's like an LA Fitness like 5 minutes away from me. It's actually on the way to and on the way back from work as well, so it's very, very convenient for me. Sometimes after work, I'll just immediately go there. I actually have been getting my fiance into it for the last 6 months. I've actually completely gotten her into it. Dude, like freaking, she lifts now, man. It's hilarious. Like my girlfriend lifts now. She lifts, she squats, she benches. It's hilarious, right? Because before it was like, she's just starting off with the bar, but now she's finally been able to get like rack up some weights on there as well. I've been very happy with her improvement. It's been going really, really well. She used to struggle a lot whenever we went hiking and doing trails and shit. But now her endurance has gotten a lot better too, a lot better, which I'm very proud of. Round of applause for my fiance, because honestly, she's done like amazing for herself. So this keeps rolling through. Of course, Sigma, you would say that. HPA is the move, Leaf. Take it from me, the guy who has too many toys but favors my main stick, a Polar Star. Absolutely. I mean, I get it, right? Absolutely, I get it. Personally, I'm more of an AEG guy, but I do understand the appeal for HPA. And if you want to do it, Leaf, I mean, now's the time to do it, man. You got a little less than 4 minutes left of the live stream. Guys, again, 4 minutes left to take advantage of the promo going on right now. Remember, every $50 you spend per order, that's 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. We didn't have too many guys taking advantage this time around. Again, you guys can be the guys that end up winning the next shopping spree giveaway going on this Thursday for $1,800, which you can claim for yourself, right? You got to claim it, though, and place your orders before it's too late. What is it? You got just a little bit, like 3 minutes left now. 3 minutes. Place your orders. Check out now while you still can. Because, again, once this promo's over, deadline is right there. And remember, all it takes is a $20 order to be entered in the shopping spree giveaway. But for today only, any $20 orders will get you 3 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. But, again, take advantage of the promo while you can. Again, that's the smart thing to do. That is the Gigabrain move to do. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Keep scrolling through. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. Okay, I think we're caught up on that. Yeah, we're caught up. Let's scroll down to the most recent stuff. Nathaniel Beniega, what is your opinion on the PTS EPM1 mags? I think they're dope. I think they're a cool step in Airsoft magazine evolution. I remember and I'll always say this, right? There was a time where mid-caps only meant, or the highest that you could go with a mid-cap typically was 100, maybe 150 rounds, right? So when the 200 round mid-cap came around, I was already like blown away. When the 250 EPM1s came in, right? What the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck? We're going to get to a point where we're going to get a 300 round mid-cap magazine. It's going to be absolutely insane. My only downside, the only thing I would say, Nathaniel, about the APM1s is that, and bear in mind, this information came from PTS. When they first came out, PTS advised us that you might not be able to get to the full 250 rounds right out of the packaging, right? The spring is incredibly stiff. You might need to wear it down a bit more in order for you to achieve the capacity of 250. So typically they would say, fill it up as much as you can, let it sit for a little while, let the spring wear down, and then eventually you'll be able to get up to 250. And it'll still feed just great. It'll still feed just fine, right? So take that for what you will, right? Bear in mind, that's from PTS directly. Casper, not gonna lie, super excited to see how well my rifle does with the unicorn barrel. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Unicorn barrel. Record the before and after. You were gonna be thoroughly impressed with what performance you can achieve with that. Sure, I'm missing anything. Did my part on promo, Stitch. Absolutely, Stitch. Absolutely. Again, all we can ask is that you guys take advantage of the promos while they're there. If you guys that do, big shout out to you guys, because you guys have the highest odds right now of winning that shopping spree giveaway. Again, $1,800 that could be yours, and all you got to do is place your order. It only takes one shot to win it all. So place yours while you can. You got 1 minute left, just a few seconds left. Place your orders now while you can. Okay, Empire all the way. Jason, that's what's up, man. That's That is 100% the way to go. Empire all the way. Honestly, I'm really excited for BB Wars. I am super, super excited for BB Wars. Isaias, I'm in Texas. When I can make the trip, I definitely will stop by and introduce myself properly. Eden, I look forward to the day where you and I can actually shake hands. That'd be really, really fucking sick. Again, I really want to. I genuinely mean that. I want to meet everyone, right? Whenever I got a chance to meet like all the mods that I know now, it was an absolute blast, right? Because I want to know who I'm talking to, right? I definitely do. You guys are homies, right? Okay, I think. Dang, I appreciate you saying my last name. Hey, man, with my last name's Quesada, right? No one can fucking say my last name properly with the proper pronunciation. So I got you, homie. I got you. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's No Flight List live stream. A big shout out to everyone who took advantage of the promo. You guys are going to be getting that many more extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. You guys are smart. You guys know what's up. This is the best way to increase your odds of winning that $1,800 prize pot. A big shout out to everyone as well. Everyone that chose to hang out with and can't speak today, hang out and spend their free time hanging out with me with the Mayo Gang itself. Again, it means the absolute world to me that you chose to spend your free time hanging out with me. Hopefully, I was entertaining enough for you guys and I was able to answer everyone's question. However, if I wasn't able to answer your question, feel free to DM us Instagram, Facebook, our Discord server. DM us directly and I can definitely get you guys taken care of. Again, you have until the midnight today in order to go ahead and take advantage of the promo we got going on right now. There's one promo that's still standing, and that's every $20 plus order you make today at Airsoft GI will be getting you 3 times that many entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So, again, place your order for anything that's on a shocker deal right now, any of these discounted items. If you want to get any of the new products as well that we have available on our website, any of those will also get you 3 entries into the shopping spree. We have a ton of new products that we just added to the website as well. You don't want to miss out some new combos. The Tokyo Marui MK Mark 46 NGRS Recoil Shock. And, of course, the new MGC4 Mark II combo, the Boss Performance Plus, right? Any of those will be getting you 3 times the entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Make sure that you do so before midnight because, again, this deal is only for today, so make sure you place your orders. Again, big shout out to everyone that joined me on today's live stream. It means the absolute world to me that you chose to hang out and view this live stream. Make sure to go and share this around with as many people as you possibly can. Get all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI. My name is Isaias, and I will see you guys on the next live stream. Take it easy, guys.